The playoffs are here, and you can predict the action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Sign up and get a $25 bonus with FanDuel Predicts.
Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant. 18-plus bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
The Gavin Newsom piece has come together very, very well. You know how I feel about Gavin Newsom, right? The man is, psychopathic, all that stuff. Nobody really seems to mind because he looks good in a suit. He does acknowledge that in his own autobiography. I'm the only one who read it. I am the only one who read this book in the country. It's a New York Times bestseller. I am the only one. It's really interesting that I am the only one. Because if the political class had read this thing, they'd be hounding him every moment of every day. When will this man get out of the race? He does not deserve to be here anymore. I mean, it's really frightening. Now, the stuff that he does talk about on the campaign trail or the book tour, it sounds fantastic, or not really. Actually, it sounds like canned applause lines. It sounds like he wants somebody, hey, do me a favor, actually. Forget Gavin. Let's go back to the White House for a moment, okay? They're about to take questions, and he's got something to say to Pete. This is important. Go ahead.
We're closing up. There weren't very many restaurants, and now they're opening up. You can't get a space. And everyone's going out to dinner and they're safe. And we have the national security and we have the National Guard, and we're going to keep them. You know, I want to, by the way, just in case I mentioned, keep them. Okay? And don't lower the number either. So somebody said, oh, are there less? I said, I hope not, but don't lower the number if you don't mind, okay?
We're going to surge this summer, too. Yeah.
They look great. You know what? They give people, we took out 5,000 criminals, hardcore criminals. By the way, 90% of the crime is calculated. 2% of the people do 90% of the crime. That's a great number. Because when you get rid of 2%, 2% you can get rid of. 90% you can't get rid of, 2%. So 2% create 90% of the crime, 91% actually, to be exact. And we moved 5,000 people, Todd, out of here. These are career criminals. Many of them came over from the last administration through the open border, the ridiculous open border, no vetting, nobody knew who they were. They came out of prisons, they're drug dealers, there were people from mental institutions. And Washington, D.C. is now a safe and beautiful place. And it's only going to get more beautiful. Yeah, please.
President Trump, thank you so much for having us in here today. What are your thoughts? Why do you think that Joe Biden is trying to
Questions.
the Department of Justice, former President Joe Biden, to have his tapes that he did interviews on blocked from the American people hearing them? Do you think that he's trying to hide something, and maybe Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche could comment on if they will countersue and release those tapes to the American public?
Are you talking about it with respect to his book? Well, I'd like to see it. I don't know. Maybe there's some constitutional reason. I don't know. I would like to see what he has to say, because we can never allow what happened to this country to happen. The man was grossly incompetent, and the Democrats, I call them the Democrats because the policy is so bad, but they came very close to destroying our country. We can never let it happen again, and I hope that you're able to produce that. I think it would be very interesting reading for people.
Mr. President, Iran wants control of the Strait of Hormuz. Would you accept a short-term deal that allows Iran and Oman to control the strait? And would they have to open it immediately, or would you be...
Oops.
Strait's going to be open to everybody.
And who would control it?
It's international waters. Nobody's going to control it. We're going to watch over it. We'll watch over it, but nobody's going to control it. That's part of the negotiation that we have. They would like to control it. Nobody's going to control it. It's international waters, and Oman will behave just like everybody else, so we'll have to blow them up. They understand that. They'll be fine.
Mr. President, thank you. How much economic pressure do you feel to get the Strait of Hormuz open?
Well, you have to say, the United States has so much oil that we are an exporter of oil. So we have plenty of oil. We're very lucky. We're blessed with the greatest piece of land in the world from that standpoint, and we have more than anybody else. And now when you add Venezuela to it, We have, I think, 64% of the world's oil. And we're getting along very well with Venezuela, by the way. It's being run really beautifully. The big companies are moving in.
All right, this is going to be gone when we come back. There's the music. Well done, Mr. President. You know, there's a great big fake conversation going on in America right now about how terrible everything is, right? How terrible. It was another fake conversation in 2022, how great everything was going. This is propaganda before the midterms, okay? You get the truth here. And for this one brief shining moment from the White House. Be right back.